Got some barn doors going up. That ain't one on the list. We got one more to put up over there, and then we got to throw some trim up around the door. Fill in the gap that it's gonna have. We don't need nobody peeking in the bathroom. So I'm gonna go ahead and start hanging this door right here. So I'm opening up the packages, making sure all the stuff that I need is inside the box. Then I'm gonna go ahead and measure 100 times before we just throw this panel up. This wood board is what goes on first. I got my clamp to make sure that both of these rails match up so it can be nice and even. I also keep double checking these instructions too, because I don't claim to know everything, and the instructions might tell you something that you don't even know. So better to just read the instructions instead of assuming. You see here, I'm making sure I measure, and measure again to make sure both of these doors is nice and even. And the same thing, because some people may not pay attention to it, but I will. So I pre-drilled my screws into the panel so it can be easier to screw to the wall. And also after I screw these in, then I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rail, screw that joint in, and then I'm gonna put the hardware on the door and hook it right onto that rail and get the slide in and make sure everything is smooth. It's very important too to make sure that rail is straight, because if it's not level, then your door will want to slide to the left or maybe to the right, and that ain't good. Even though you're gonna have a latch on there, it's good to still make sure that it's level, because some people might close the door and not latch it, and that boy will mess around and slide open while you taking a number 3. So I got this door up here finally, and it turns out that this door was actually too low. Even though it was still gliding on the bottom of the floor, it was still too low, because I rechecked those gaps. Whatever size of the door, you're supposed to go up 1 3/4 higher than whatever the door size is. And that's where you want to have like your bolt set right in the middle at that 1 3/4, so the door can actually be lifted up off the floor, this respected gap. So on this gap right here, it was only like a 1/4 inch gap, which not gonna cut it, because see, we got this glider right here, and this glider is, let's see that's damn near 3/8, damn near 1/2 inch for real, but that's 3/8. So that 1/4 wasn't gonna cut it, because it's gonna sit on here and rub and not glide the right way. Now it seems like we got a good gap. Actually, it looked bigger here, and then as it goes up here, it get a little smaller because this floor. Got a good gap right there. But it still might be fine, because that glider probably is gonna go right here, and then it's just gonna stay right there. The floor is gonna stay the same height. That's gonna be cool. But the other one was just way too small. So now what we gotta do is, I'm gonna take these screws out and lift that board up. Need to go up probably like 3/4. Check that. I said 3/4, this is way off. So about a 1/4 inch, 3/8. Let's call it 3/8. So about a 1/4 1/16 of an inch. You need to go up. I already backed out these screws right here. Just need to take these screws out, take that board off, lift it up, and we should be good. I shouldn't have to take these all the way out. Just unscrew those, lift it up, match it up with this one here, screw it down, then we'll be good. Also too, I can see this gap right here. We're probably just gonna have to put a 2x4 there to fill in that gap. It'll still give us a nice amount of space between there. I actually need to check the measurements of the 2x4 too, because right now we can do 1 3/4. I'm pretty sure a 2x4 and damn sure ain't 2 inches. We do 1 3/4 just to be safe, still have some breathing room. I keep checking this measurement here. So you see how it's like 1 3/4 up here. It is kind of swinging in because it's not in the track down there. So I think I'm gonna do that too. Make sure this door is straight, check my level, and then we're gonna put that glider in down there, and then we'll be able to know like how our gap gonna be right here. So yep, let's get back to work, get this hung. So one of the main aggravating parts that I don't like about hanging this door is putting these floor gliders on. The one glider I showed you in the previous clip, that one is easy to put on, but sometimes depending on the application, it might not work well. And with the application we was using, I had to use the other style clip, and if you put one a little bit further out than the other one, then it bang into there as you sliding the door closed, and it'll never latch. So it just takes a little work to make sure that those is in the perfect spot and make sure that it'll slide right underneath that door when you closing it.
Can't fuck up my motion. Cruise, now we coasting. Make my own wave like a boat that's in the ocean.
So after I adjusted, see I had a swing on that joint to make sure that boy is nice and sturdy. Trying to figure out which way I want to do this design on the door. This door actually came in the other package, but since the other one already had the wheels on it, I went ahead and used that for that bathroom door, since I had to adjust this whole frame on this one. And I went ahead and just used the new door for this one. Let me know what y'all think about how I did the design. It's kind of like an arrow, they both pointing towards each other. Let me know if you like that, or if you think I should have did this one the other way. So now I'm setting up the saw because I'm getting ready to throw a 2x6 on for the door frame. So I'm throwing in my 2x6 right here just to fill in that gap that we had. And I'm also gonna put a 2x6 on the outside of the door too, just to fill in that 1 3/8 gap that we had.
On the mission, hustling, trying to get it. So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it. My daughter needs tuition or a new family business. So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it. These people won't get it. Making designer rich. So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it. I don't see competition. I just see tunnel vision. So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it.
All right, one door down, one more to go. Got this door up, both of them up. 2x4 is a trim on this joint, so now you don't see inside the bathroom, which is really good. Now people can have their privacy, you feel? So this one right here, I just gotta get a 2x6. We're gonna use that as the trim for here, cover up that gap right there, then get enough. Got one right here, just to space to see what it's gonna look like. It looks something like that. I'll probably cut it down to about there. See on that gap, you don't see nothing in there. So you ain't gonna see nothing. It's gonna dampen a lot of that noise too. You see I added 2 on these ends too to close that gap that was in there before. All right, so before you can see right out there, it's kind of like you had to balance it, but those 2 boards on there, got this board that did it. So I just gotta grab one tomorrow with 2x6s tomorrow, and then it needs to be done. Now, I think he's gonna leave them there like this. So what do you think on that? But them boys definitely look good. That's for sure.
All day long I'm hustling, trying to feed my family. Without them I ain't nothing. But watch all fam, cause some you can't trust some. Man, I got some stories that'll make you start cussing. But really, I'm just trying to make a milli though. I dropped out of college, but got the same job I was schooling for. Man, that shit is crazy, need my refund, yeah, my moolah.
Them boys looking real good, as you can see. All I gotta do really is just sand some of these 2x6s down, because they kind of rubbing just a tad bit. So I'm gonna sand them down with my little planer sander I got. Hit that joint with that, and then these will be good to go. I don't know if they're gonna want to paint them. More than likely, he wanted to keep the color of this wood like that, so they probably just gonna end up just leaving it like that. My recommendation would be to put some polyurethane on it, as you see right here on this top. The owner actually came and he was saying that these doors was a terrible idea because it's not gonna be no privacy. But let me know if you can see in that bathroom. I don't know, let me know if it's privacy or not. If that's somebody gonna come up here and peek inside this little hole right here I had to make so that screw can miss it. Yeah, I don't get it. So, it's good to wait and see the final product before you start judging. But you see this door, I don't even have this on because we have to shave this down. So if I put this door on track, see I got my one down there on track and it's already like rough, it's not sliding freely. So you can see right there, it's just touching a little bit too much. So I'm gonna sand that part down. Going down here is cool, we got a nice little gap. But this one is doing the same thing up here at the top because, I don't know. But see, it's supposed to be, so this is how this gonna fit right here. And noise-wise, you can't even hear no noise, well, that much noise at least if you're in there taking a number 3 ski. Plus it's gonna be music playing out here, so privacy. And that was my main thing with putting these up, is make sure you can't see in, because You know what I'm saying? Come on now, who wanna be looked at in the bathroom? And I actually put the handle on too. This look real good, nice touch to it. So now you can grab this. But now you can grab that, boom, pull that side to side. See, we got our 2x6s up here, right here. I'm gonna slap this trim back on there. This was up there. So I'm gonna put that back on there. If they wanna change that, they can do that themselves. Also, we didn't get to the trim in the bathroom either. That's something they can do themselves. They don't need me here because all they do is glue down.
So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it. My daughter needs tuition for a new family business. So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it. These people won't get it. Making designer rich. So I'm hustling for mine, yeah. So watch me go and get it.
That boy look real good. Even went ahead and caulked the side over here. So I'll caulk the side of the wood. These boys look real good, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this, operating real smooth. Come on now. Just need a latch. But there you go. So we're gonna put everything down in the description below for these doors right here. If y'all wanted to tack on this project, pretty simple. See, we got the countertop done over here. That's on, that's looking good, so we good to go.
Woo, okay, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you leave a like, and always know if you want more art life, go to ARTTlife.com.